Yes.
Hi, Mrunal. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Thank you for asking.
So, Mrunal, can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, my name is Mrinal, and I'm living and born and brought up in Pune. I have a 3+ years of experience in manual as well as in automation testing in Pune-based organization. Uh, in our organization, we follow the agile methodology, and for test automation, we have Java with Selenium, and for TestNG as unit testing framework, and also for we use hybrid driven framework, that is cleaver driven and modular driven framework, and we attend daily Scrum meetings and Scrum ceremonies, and that's all about myself.
Okay. Okay. What do you know about inheritance?
Okay. Inheritance is the OOPS concept. The process in which one class acquires the properties of other is inheritance. In Java, we have different types of inheritance, that is single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and multiple inheritance also.
Mm-hmm.
In single inheritance, we have a one parent class and a one child class, where child class inherit the properties of the parents. That may be a very variable, that may be a method, and we show the inheritance by using extend keyword.
Okay.
In in multi-level inheritance, we have a one parent, one child, and child of child, that is multiple level.
Hmm.
And in hierarchical inheritance, we have a one parent class and many subclasses.
Okay. Fine. See, multiple inheritance is not possible directly in Java. Multi-level
Yes.
inheritance is you will be having
Yes.
class A, class B would be extending class A, class C would be extending your class B.
Class.
Right? Then hierarchical inheritance, you mentioned correctly, you have one class A that is extended by various classes. Class B, class C, class D would be extending class A only. Then you get hybrid inheritance as well, in which
Yes.
a
Hybrid.
combination of, yeah, so
Any two inheritance.
any two types of inheritance in a single program itself. Okay,
We can achieve the multiple inheritance by using interface.
correct. Yeah. So coming to that, what is interface?
Interface means we don't when we don't know anything about the implementation, then
Hmm.
we should go for a interface. Like interface, we only have a methods which don't have any body. We
Hmm.
uh, we don't know the complete implementation.
Mhm. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. So how can you have a multiple inheritance using interface?
We can have let's suppose I have a say class camera, sorry, I have a two interfaces and one class. I have a one interface camera, and which contains one method, take photo. The methods which is present inside the interface is always public abstract, whether we
Hmm.
are declaring it or not. And take the another interface, let's say phone, and which contains one method, make
Okay.
call, and then I will create one class,
Hmm.
let's suppose smartwatch.
Is
Then
it possible for you to
smartwatch.
write this program? Is it possible for you to write this program? You can write this program in
Yes,
any of the
yes.
IDE, Notepad++ or IntelliJ or Eclipse, whichever you are comfortable with.
Okay, ID Eclipse, is it comfortable?
Okay,
uh,
great. So I'm
uh,
giving you screen sharing rights. You have to click on green color button.
okay. Sir, I'm visible.
The screen is not yet visible. You have to click on green color button, share screen, and you have to select the window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to click on share screen button, the green color button, and you have to select the window. which you have to share.
Sir, just a minute.
Yeah, take your time, no worries.
Sir, now it is visible.
Yeah, it's visible. No open Eclipse. Yeah.
I here create our interface. Let's
Yeah.
suppose camera. And here I want to take one method. Public void take photo. Here I will create another interface which contains the name of the interface is phone. And which contains one method make call. And now I will create one class. The class name is, let's suppose, smartwatch. Now this smartwatch will implement two interfaces. The first one is camera. The second one is phone.
Okay.
Now here I will provide the implementation to this method.
Right. So write any simple system.out.println, and that is also fine.
I will, this is the example of this. I will create a one main method, and from that main method, I can call these two methods. So what's wrong with this?
Big void, make call. Yes. Okay. Right. Since it's an interface, you have to define abstract.
Yeah, actually, I forget.
Yeah. Okay, make call you took, and there, so you have taken make call. Where is this take photo? Public abstract void, take photo.
Think
Yeah, go to the remove.
it's
done, right? Now it's great. Right, now run this program once.
Yeah, I think my console is not visible.
Yeah, console is not coming.
Just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, wonderful. Great. Okay, now can you write a program? This with respect to string. Okay, can you write program to identify the number of vowels in the string? So let's say you can take your name as the string itself. You have to identify the number of vowels, right? For example, A, E, I, O, U.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. But this is good. This interface thing is clear. You were
Yeah.
able to write this program, so that's a very good thing.
So identify vowels, right?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, but I'm not able to recall that.
Mhm.
String.
No worries. You can try. What you can do is you take one string. Yeah, this is fine. Now you have to have a if condition. If all of these characters in your string
Hmm.
equal to A, or operator will use
Okay, okay, okay. I
E
understand.
or I. Yeah, like that.
Um, is it correct?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. You're going in
Then,
the right direction. Now keep an if condition. Okay, this is for A and U. Similarly,
hmm,
vowels A, E, I, O, U. For all those five, we will have to keep the if condition.
okay, like
Hmm.
I have to write. Uh, okay.
Yes, A, E, I, O, U.
Then,
Mhm. Shall I assist you with that?
yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let me share my screen. Just give me a second. Yeah. So now you can see this is one of the string. Okay, any string you can take, right? We'll
Okay.
go for this for loop. I equal to 0, I is less than string dot length. So we'll identify the length, and according to that, we'll have the loop. This if condition is to check if the character at I is vowel or not. Right? If it's not a
Okay.
vowel, then we'll ignore it. So if it contains A, or if it is equal to E, sorry, if it is equal to A, or if it is equal to E, or equal to I, or O, or U, then we will count that particular thing.
Okay,
Right?
I understand. Yeah, it's easy.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
This is one of the program. Then apart from that, before this, we discussed about the interface program. So I
Yes,
think
yes.
you were able to write it correctly as well, right? So you
Yeah.
have two interfaces. Here we have taken printable and showable, any one of the
Hmm.
methods, right? And then implement both the interfaces in a single class itself. Public
Yeah.
void, public void show, right? And then use them in your main method, right? So
Yes.
this is correct. Fine.
Yeah.
What is
Is this
sorry?
is that example that I given is relevant or not?
Yes, relevant only. Until unless they don't, in an interview, they don't give you that you have to take this interface, you have to take this class. You can go with your free text, free examples, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Fine. Okay, now what is encapsulation?
Encapsulation means binding of data, that is methods and variables in a single unit. And we can achieve the security from the encapsulation. And we achieve the encapsulation by making the variables as a private, and we can access those variables by using data setter method.
Okay, fine. What is abstraction?
Abstraction means hiding of data.
Mhm.
Uh, Hiding of data and showing only the important thing is nothing but the abstraction. We can achieve the abstraction by using abstract class as well as by using interface.
Okay.
Can I elaborate further?
Yes, yes, please, please. And what is the difference between interface and an abstract class?
Yes, sure. If we know the partial implementation, then we should go for an abstract class. And if we don't know anything about the implementation, then we should go for the interface. Abstract class can contain abstract methods as well as a concrete method.
Correct.
And whereas interface contains only abstract method.
Mm.
Well, yeah. And then variables in abstract class can contain final, non-final, uh, static, non-static variables. But whereas interface contains variable which is public, static, final only.
Right.
Then we can declare the constructor in a
Mm.
abstract class. But here is in interface we can't declare a constructor in a
Okay.
interface. We
Yes.
can yeah, and we can have a static as well as a instance block in a abstract
Mhm.
class, but we cannot have a static and instance block in an interface.
Correct. Correct. Mhm. Fine. What is super keyword in Java?
Super keyword is used to, there are two types, like super keyword is different and super call is different. Super call is used to call the parent class constructor,
Mm.
whereas super keyword is used to call the parent class instance variable.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use the super keyword in only constructor and as the first statement only.
Mm. Okay, what are
And
the different ways in which we can use super keyword? So one is constructor you're telling. You can explicitly call the no argument and the parameterized constructor of the parent class. What else?
we can use a super keyword anywhere else, like inside the instance method.
Mm.
But super call we have to declare only in constructor
Okay,
as a first statement only.
right, right. Okay, so can you write a simple program demonstrating both the things?
Yeah, sure. Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, visible. You can make the changes, yeah, or you can create a new program.
Suppose trust package. Mhm. Mm, Class. So here I created two variables
Mm.
and create one constructor.
Okay.
And in constructor, I will write this string name, comma, integer. And to differentiate between them, like local variable and global variable, we write these keywords. So this dot name is equal to name.
Mhm.
Uh, this dot age is equal to age.
Right.
Then we can create one method like public void display. to display the details of the student.
Mm-hmm.
Here I will write this. So, name.
So in this program, you'll be using the super keyword
No, I have to create one
separate
second
program.
class.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll create one
Mm.
class. Let's suppose teacher,
Mm.
and I'll create one instance variable.
Mm.
Let's suppose string. Uh, string. Yeah, string department.
Mm-hmm.
Here, one create one constructor,
Mm-hmm.
and string dpt is dot dpt is equal to dpt. Now here I can use the super keyword to call the parent class constructor. Uh, is this picture?
Yeah. I'm able to see the screen.
Think
Okay, so you are trying to have a super keyword within the constructor,
yeah.
right?
I think no, this is not. I don't know where I'm getting stuck.
Okay. Uh, Give me a moment. See, let me share my screen.
Okay.
See, first let us discuss without a constructor. Okay, so you have one super class in which you have a variable and whose value num is equal to 100. You have a subclass which is extending super class. Okay, and you'll be having the variable with the same name, but the value would be different. Now, what we are doing is we are having a method here, right? And we will write super.num. So this super.num is referring to the num variable which is defined in the super class. Okay,
Okay.
that it will call. Okay, this is without constructor. Now let me show you the example with constructor as well. This is clear to you, right?
Yeah, this is super keyword, right?
Keyword, right.
Call the instance variable, parent class instance variable.
Yes. You are trying to write with the help of constructor. So
Yeah, I am writing super call to call the parent class constructor actually.
all the parent class constructor. Okay. So that also we will see. Hmm. So you can have a constructor of two types. One is a no argument
No
constructor
argument constructor and one is
and a
parameterized constructor.
parameterized constructor. So you have
Yeah,
you have to create one parent class, create the same constructor, one
constructor,
without any parameter, one with parameter. So I think
parameter.
you created display and
Yeah, I created one constructor names student and
yeah,
displays that to display the information of student. And
right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, correct. So then what you have to do is you have to take another class which will extend this parent class. You have to take this subclass. Okay. Now what you need to put is you need to have the super, right? So what we will do is this void display is one of the method. We'll just write system.out.println here for now, and we'll have super keyword here. Right. So super must be added to the first statement of the constructor.
Yeah.
Right. Otherwise, I think you were getting that error, no? That is why you were
Yeah.
getting. So you just have
Yeah.
to write the super here and system.out.println. So within the subclass, what you need to do is you need to write this kind of code. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Just write the super keyword and then that error will go away. And then the system.out.println as is.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Now, what is polymorphism?
Polymorphism is one of the OOPS concept
Hmm.
where poly means many and morphism means forms. When one method which has many forms, we can have two types of polymorphism like overloading and one is overriding.
Okay.
Overloading we also call it as compile time polymorphism,
Hmm.
and overriding we call it as runtime polymorphism because method resolution takes place at the runtime in overriding.
Hmm.
So, yeah, in overloading, we can have a method overloading and constructor overloading.
Hmm.
And in overriding, we only have a method overriding. We cannot have a constructor overriding.
Okay. So what is the difference between method overloading and method overriding?
Method overloading we can achieve, that is one class we can have multiple methods with the
Mhm.
same name but different parameter type. That is method signature should be different in
Yes,
overloading, but
correct.
whereas in overriding method signature should be same,
Hmm.
and we can have two methods in a two different classes. In
Hmm.
case of overriding, then only we can override the method of the parent class.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. How many type of variables you can create in Java?
Um, Sorry, can you please come again?
Yeah. So I'm asking the question about type of variables. How many type of variables we have?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can have three types of variable like instance variable, static variable, and local variable.
Hmm.
Instance var elaborate. Can I elaborate further?
Right, right.
Yeah. Instance variable is
Hmm.
like if the value of object is changing from variable to variable, then
Mhm.
we can have. Sorry.
Okay. What about instance variable? What about, so you have to explain about instance variable?
Yeah, yeah.
Variable? Yeah.
Instance variable we can declare directly in the class without not inside any method constructor. We can declare directly in the class, and yeah, we can perform initialization, or if we don't provide initialization, then it's also fine. Yeah, and if the value of variable is changing from object to object, then it is we call it as instance variable. Like for each object, a separate value of instance variable is created. Uh, and static variable, like static variable is a single variable that will be shared by all the objects. And for every object, the static variable will not created. Only one copy will be shared by all the objects. Whereas local variable, like for our temporary requirement, like we create the variable inside any method or inside any block, that method we call it as the local variable. And local variable we must initialized. JVM won't provide the default value for the local variable. But for instance variable and static variable, JVM will provide the default values.
Correct, correct. So I think you covered all the type of variables. First is the local variables. So local
Inst-
variables are defined within the method or a
yeah,
construction or a block. Must be the local variables should be initialized before itself, before you are using them, right?
yeah,
Instance variables are the ones that are declared within the class, but outside the method.
yes.
And you mentioned correctly, each instance of the object, like each object of that particular instance of the class has its own
Yeah, like for every object, a separate copy of instance variable
copies.
is
Right.
created.
Static variables, it is the other way around. They are shared among all the instances of the class. Right. Parameter variables, they are passed to a method or constructor as arguments. Right. Okay. What are the primitive data types in Java? Which are the primitive data types in Java?
Like primitive data types are the inbuilt data type. Like we have a byte, short, char, long,
Hmm.
uh, byte, short, char, int, long,
Okay.
double, float,
Right.
and character and char and boolean. These are the primitive data types.
Okay. What is hash map in Java?
Okay, hash map is not basically the child interface of collection. Map is the different entity. Like if we want to store the object in a key value pair, then we should go for a map.
Hmm.
Then hash map is one of the implementation for the map.
So what
And
is map? What is map actually?
map actually we can store the individual objects as the key value pair where
Right.
key must be unique and value can be duplicated. We can insert the object by using put method. We can delete using a remove method.
Correct. So is map a class or an interface?
Map is the interface.
Map is an interface. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. What is abstract map?
Abstract map.
Hmm.
Um,
Um, Let me assist you with this. See, you have a map, which is an interface. You have abstract map, you have hash map, you have linked hash map. These are all classes that you will get.
yeah.
So all these classes are implementing your interface map.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hash map, the values are stored in the form of key value pair.
Key value pair.
Right?
In hash map, internal implementation is based on the hash table, and we can store the heterogeneous elements. Like
Mhm.
insertion order is not preserved.
Correct. Okay. Okay. What is static keyword in Java?
Static is the keyword that we can use for we can use with the variable, we can use with the method and inner level classes. We can, if the method is the static, then we can call in static area directly by using class name.
Hmm.
And if variable is the static, then only a single value, only a uh, single, I'm not able to recall, like
Mhm.
only single instance will be created and that will be shared by all the object. And yeah, and inner level classes we can declare as the static, but not top level classes.
Okay. Can we overload this static thing in Java?
Yes, we can overload the static method, but we cannot override the static method.
Okay. Okay, Munal, I'm done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Uh, no, sir.